Hey, good afternoon. It's Brandon Devnich from i3D Themes with this week's really crazy, spooky, interactive number 60, where we share what we're passionate about and what kind of magic we've been working on here at i3D Themes in the Design and Code Labs. So I thought I'd do a little bit of augmented reality or something like that with the Facebook Live today. You know, you can throw a bunch of different filters on it. Apparently I'm a wizard today, and if I just open my mouth real wide, I can cast a spell. Hope it doesn't get too dry too quickly. Hey, listen, we're a whole lot drier this Friday compared to last Friday. Last Friday, Colin and I were away on an executive day off, spending some time, little alerts come up here, spending some time going to our biannual Frazoo golf tournament. This has been going on for about 15 years or so. And wouldn't you know, we picked probably the wettest weekend that we could possibly go on a golf trip. Friday wasn't too bad. You know, we only had to wring out the socks a little bit, but Saturday, wow, blowing cold rain. I mean, I had the hot pockets in my pockets and in my socks and in my gloves. I had spare golf gloves. It was so cold and so wet. We got halfway around. Yeah, halfway around. It would be nice to have a magic spell for that. We got halfway around, and the team in front of us, who actually happened to be Colin's team, had said, "Hey, do you guys just want to pack it in?" And we're like, "No. We really want to play golf. We're here. We've already traveled 2.5, 3 hours. You know, we're here to play golf. Let's do it." Of course, after they teed off, we realized, oh man, we're really cold. We should just go back to the clubhouse and just let them finish the 9 holes and have the other 3 teams just sit and have a beer. That would have been pretty funny, wouldn't it? Nah, but we didn't do that. So, but what's been going on here this week, after a slow start with us just recovering from the weekend, Monday, Tuesday was a little rough. We got back into it. We have the brand new website design called Karma, that is it's pretty much done. We're just gonna wait on Colin finishing up a couple extra different colorizations, abracadabra, and then it will. I gotta turn this off. Let's see if I can turn off. There we go. Back to normal here. And so, boom. There we go. Just like that, I can change my Halloween costume. So, and then we have been getting that out to the servers. It's looking fantastic. It pretty much I could launch it today, but we're going to wait. Have a couple different color options in there. Probably get that up on Monday, maybe a soft launch Monday evening, provided the weekend doesn't hold too many surprises for us. And then we'll send out the notification on Tuesday, or maybe a Tuesday, Wednesday launch. We'll see how things go. He has had a ton of projects. I was looking at his desk and his checklist, and I was like, wow, I don't know how you manage that many projects, but apparently he does it pretty well. And then, little alerts coming up here. And then in the Code Lab this week, we've done continued beta testing of the Pegasus Accelerator Automated Google Page Speed Optimization WordPress plugin. I need a short acronym for that. It is going through beta testing, and it's looking really awesome. It took Pegasus.com, which is the mothership for the Pegasus Accelerator plugin. It took that, and keep in mind that posts and pages, there's only about 20 pages in that, but it accelerated it from 77 out of 100 all the way up to 99 out of 100 in a matter of 5 minutes. Basically, turned it on, and away it went, and within 5 minutes, everything was accelerated. So that was a really nice surprise because we hadn't actually tested it under that particular condition, and it fantastic, really exciting. So we've got it going on a couple more sites next week just to tweak it out and see how things are working. But it looks like probably only a couple more weeks of beta testing, and we will have it ready for first flight for those people that are on the reservation list. You know, it's always the last 10% of a project that I'm sure you've probably worked on projects. I think every project out there, the last 10% is just like, get me through this. You know, the first bit is foundation. You get through quite a bit, and then you work on fine details. And then it's really down to the last little bit where sometimes there are things that you hadn't thought of, or you knew you had to think about at the beginning, but finally they've popped up in the end. And that's the last 10%. And we're going through these sort of different sites and going, all right, we got to just make for that one little situation, and then that'll boost up by another 5% on that one site. And so we're experiencing that with a couple sites, but for the most part, it's taking sites from like some page scores. Some pages can actually score like 0 out of 100, just because of the number of images that they have. They're not optimized, and then have Accelerator go and just boost them up into the 90s. So it's pretty exciting. But one thing I want to share with you this week, this is something that you should be thinking about as you move towards 2018. I know, I said it. 2018. It's only 2 months away. And as you're working on your website or websites, if you're a developer, sometimes you need something to help you focus on what you can do to optimize that website. You know, we get phone calls all the time. Hey, do you guys do website optimization? Well, that's a really loaded question. Like, what specifically? There's a lot of areas of optimization. There's page speed optimization, which we do. There's on-page metrics or on-page stuff like title tags and descriptions. That's something that really the webmaster should do, because they know the key terms that you want to be trying to focus in on. There's search engine marketing, and then there's social media optimization as well. So there's a lot of different things you can do. But if you don't know where to start, you really should take a look at this. Now, take a look at this, the periodic table of SEO success factors. I've mentioned this once before, but if you go to Google, type in SEO periodic table, you'll see a hit there for Search Engine Land. Go there, sign up for their newsletter. You can unsubscribe after you get this. It gives you the one that's on their webpage is a really low quality version of this, but you're going to want to print this off. Sign up, get the PDF, print it off, get the high quality one. But it's fantastic. It gives you an idea of what you should put your effort into, and also what you should completely avoid. And it breaks it down by on-page metrics and off-page stuff. Okay, so the off-page being your social media shares, how viral are your posts and your tweets and all that kind of stuff, where they're getting shares, how well your brand is trusted, and the incoming links. Those are off-page. But there are a lot of things that are on-page that you can work on that this periodic table of SEO success factors that really help you button down what it is you should work on. There's been a lot of emphasis on getting sites set up for HTTPS, and that is actually only worth 1 point according to this periodic table. It's actually really easy to do now, and you should only invest maybe 10 minutes on getting it done, but that doesn't have as big an impact as the web was letting you believe maybe 6-8 months ago. But of course, you can easily set up HTTPS now with many hosting platforms, ours included, where you just press a button and automatically you have SSL or TLS using the open certificate authority called Let's Encrypt. So if your web hosting provider has that, it's really great. It's free, and you just get to press a button. You instantly, your website has got a what used to be called an SSL certificate, but it's now a TLS certificate. Basically, it's a security certificate, and it allows for the HTTPS protocol. Anyways, I'm getting into a little bit of detail there. But if you go and get this, again, from Search Engine Land, just type in SEO periodic table, it will let you know what are the most important things that you should be looking at. And many websites are already set up for that. One of the most important things is make sure you have a mobile website, like truly mobile website, so that everything resizes down appropriately. Not the pinch zoom that we used to see 5 years ago for mobile, which was fine, but an actual where everything is responsive. And so all of our designs that we have in our Generation 11 designs and WordPress themes, they're all responsive, so everything shrinks down appropriately. So it's important that you have that. That's one of the most important things, as well as whether or not your site can be crawled. Well, that's by default, it can be crawled. But if you don't have any incoming links or links going throughout the rest of your website, you really need to take a look at that. Again, if you've ever purchased a website template or WordPress theme from us, that's already set up for you. But it is a really good idea to just get an idea of what are the things that you yourself could be working on. And if you check off all these things, you're going to realize that you're actually doing pretty good. Some of the things that, if you've never worked on your page titles or your meta description tags, that's probably going to be something that you're going to look at first. Again, you can review that and assess your own website based upon what's in this little document here. But I really recommend take the time after this video, just go and Google it and get that list for you, print it off, and then it gives you an idea what you should be focusing in on over the next 6 months. I know a lot of people, when you're a do-it-yourself webmaster, if you've never been taught this stuff, and again, a lot of this stuff changes and fluxes over the years as well, but if you've never had any formal training in this, sometimes you don't know where to go and even who to hire if you're going to even do that. This gives you a really good idea of the different areas that you should be looking at when you go to optimize your own website. And a lot of the stuff you can do yourself. Anyways, I hope you've had a fantastic week. We have now that we are drier than last weekend. Congratulations to Colin and his team who won our Frizzoo Cup, the 35th tournament. His team won, I think, -6. Unfortunately, I did not play that well. It was epically wet, and so some golf clubs kind of actually flew out of my hands at one point. Kind of embarrassing, but that's okay. We move on from that. But we were able to raise some funds for a local fella who was at the Las Vegas attack almost a month ago, I guess, and so we were able to raise some funds to help with his medical bills because, ouch, that's gotta hurt. I mean, it obviously was not pleasant being down there, but getting the medical bills after the fact, not so good either. So anyways, that's what we did last weekend. We hope you have great plans for the weekend ahead. If there's anything that you saw in this video that you think somebody else might like or need, by all means, please comment, share, or like. We'd love engaging with you, and we hope to talk to you again next week. Okay, thanks so much. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.